Now today, the U.S. Surgeon General came to Maine for a discussion about a public health concern he's been seeing all across the country.
Dr. Vivek Murthy says loneliness and isolation are taking a real toll on people of all ages, and your constant use of technology isn't really helping the problem. Dr. Murthy joined Governor Janet Mills and Maine Office of Behavioral Health Director Sarah Squirrell at the University of Southern Maine in Portland today to talk about how loneliness can impact public health and well-being. The Surgeon General says more than 50% of young people and 1 in 3 adults say they struggle with loneliness and isolation. He says the loneliness epidemic began before the pandemic, but the pandemic only made it worse.
During the pandemic, when people, the first year of the pandemic in particular, when kids were isolated from each other, their phones became lifelines for them. But what we have seen is that that pendulum has swung to a point where now it's occupying so much of a child's life that it's not only taking away from other activities, but it's also fundamentally changing their interaction with other kids, because online interactions and in-person interactions are fundamentally different. We shouldn't think of them as equal, and we all need some degree of in-person interaction in our life for good health and well-being.
Last year, Dr. Murthy established a national strategy to improve social connection.